Hello, I'm Matt Guff from house.com, and this is a 2019 Arbor Relapse Snowboard, an all-mountain freestyle deck designed for beginner to advanced level riders. You can ride this thing all over the resort. On groomers, you can dip into trees usually, but where it really excels is in the park. It's a true twin board. The nose and the tail are exact same width and length and shape. So when you ride it this way, it's going to feel the same way as when you ride it this way, and the stance is centered. It's a kind of like in-resort style board. Will it ride pile well or in the backcountry? Usually not. It's for park riding, or at least kind of all mountain riding that has a little bit of freestyle influence. It features actually a profile shape called Camber. This is the only board that has a full camber profile shape within the Arbor line for 2019. The rest have a parabolic rocker or camber profile. This one actually has just classic camber. That's why it feels like an older snowboard. People who grew up riding in the 80s and 90s, this is kind of the only profile shape option they had. Pretty much, it was classic camber. But one thing that you should note about the Relapse is that even though it's a little bit softer of a deck, or a little bit softer than average of 4, it still has catchy contact points because of that classic camber shape. The one reason I love the camber on the Relapse is that it's actually fairly high and has really good ollie snap right at the contact point, not a little bit in. So if you're used to that kind of like waiting for that energy and load to really like kind of be stored up and then pop well at the end of the contact point, the Relapse has that kind of feature. Another great thing about it too is like it's really quick edge to edge, and it's not really a narrow board, which is kind of great. Inside is actually a popular style wood core. It's called a single malt wood core, tip to tail and rail to rail basically, that has a biax glass on bottom and on top. The great thing about the combination of biax and the popular style wood and how thick it is, it has a very smooth, consistent style feel. Again, it has a little bit softer than average flex rating. There's no additional laminates to the Relapse deck. The base is extremely low maintenance. There's no die cuts. It's actually just one piece. It's called extruded. It's been factory waxed by When Wax Works. And there's a 360 rep standard steel edge with a tri-radial sidecut radius. There should be 2 larger sidecut radiuses on the nose, a small little bit one in the center, so you can have a nice blend of large and small style turns. The Relapse, it kind of starts it off for Arbor within their line, but by no means is it a board that only beginners or novice riders should ride. High-level park riders that want something that's pretty bare bones and has that classic camber feel can definitely fall in love with this thing. This is the 2019 Arbor Relapse Snowboard. You can check it out at thehouse.com by selecting the link below. Feel free to leave a comment or a question. Let us know what you think. I really like the graphic for this year. A little bit of matte, a little bit of gloss. And of course, subscribe to the channel over there. Check out more vids there, and hopefully we'll see you guys on snow. Peace.